Step into an old cemetery, feel the hush fall over you. Towering trees stand guard, their branches reaching toward the sky. Rows of weathered tombstones whisper tales of lives lived and lost. Cemeteries are more than just final resting places. They are open-air museums, whispering stories of the past. They invite us to explore the rich tapestry of human history and mortality. Cemeteries are filled with the echoes of bygone eras. Each headstone, each inscription, is a fragment of a life lived. These fragments come together to create a mosaic of the past. We can trace the evolution of communities, beliefs, and artistic styles simply by wandering through these hallowed grounds. The weathered marble and granite hold tales of love, loss, and remembrance. We find stories of ordinary individuals and prominent figures alike. Each inscription offers a glimpse into their world, their beliefs, and the times they lived in. The grandeur of some monuments reflects the social standing and wealth of the deceased. Others, more modest, speak volumes through their simplicity. Each stone tells a story, waiting to be heard. As we walk among the tombstones, we are reminded of the preciousness of life and the inevitability of death. They offer a space for reflection, remembrance, and connection to the past. Cemeteries are far more than just places of burial. They are sacred grounds imbued with deep cultural and spiritual significance. They serve as spaces of commemoration, where the living can honor and remember those who have passed on. The act of creating a physical memorial reflects the human need to keep the memory of loved ones alive. The design and layout of cemeteries often mirror the beliefs and values of the cultures they represent. They provide comfort and solace to the bereaved, helping them to cope with their loss. Families gather to clean and decorate the graves of loved ones, keeping their memory alive. Cemeteries are far more than just places of burial. They are sacred grounds imbued with deep cultural and spiritual significance. They serve as spaces of commemoration, where the living can honor and remember those who have passed on. The act of creating a physical memorial, whether a simple headstone or an elaborate mausoleum, reflects the human need to keep the memory of loved ones alive. The design and layout of cemeteries often mirror the beliefs and values of the cultures they represent. In many societies, cemeteries are seen as transitional spaces, where the deceased embark on a journey to the afterlife. The rituals and ceremonies associated with death and burial are often elaborate and deeply meaningful. They provide comfort and solace to the bereaved, helping them to cope with their loss and celebrate the life of the departed. Families gather to clean and decorate the graves of loved ones, keeping their memory alive through generations. These visits are a testament to the enduring power of love and the importance of honoring the legacy of those who came before us. Cemeteries also serve as valuable historical archives. They provide a unique window into the past, offering insights into the social, cultural, and religious practices of bygone eras.
The ancient Egyptians believed in a complex afterlife. They went to extraordinary lengths to ensure the preservation of the body and soul. Their elaborate burial practices are exemplified by the pyramids, monumental tombs built for pharaohs and other elites. These awe-inspiring structures were not merely burial chambers, but also homes for eternity, designed to house the deceased's ka, or life force, and provide all the necessities for the afterlife. Mummification, a central aspect of Egyptian funerary rites, aimed to preserve the body for its journey to the afterlife. The process involved removing internal organs, drying the body with salts, and wrapping it in linen bandages. Amulets and protective charms were placed within the wrappings to ward off evil spirits. The mummified body was then placed within a sarcophagus, often adorned with intricate carvings and paintings depicting scenes from the afterlife. These elaborate preparations highlight the Egyptian belief in the continuity of life after death.
Resting in the shadow of the church Christian cemeteries. Early Christian cemeteries, often located outside city walls, reflected the community-oriented nature of the faith. Simple grave markers, sometimes adorned with Christian symbols like the fish or the chai row, marked the final resting places of the faithful. As Christianity gained prominence, cemeteries became integrated into the fabric of society, often located adjacent to churches. The concept of resurrection played a central role in Christian burial practices.
Ottoman Majesty, Mausoleums and the Art of Remembrance. Ottoman cemeteries, known as cities of the dead, were characterized by their sprawling layouts and elaborate mausoleums. These impressive structures, often built for sultans, viziers, and other prominent figures, showcase the architectural grandeur and artistic refinement of the Ottoman Empire. Ottoman mausoleums were typically domed structures, often adorned with intricate tilework, calligraphy, and verses from the Quran. These mausoleums served not only as burial places but also as expressions of power, piety, and artistic patronage.
Section 4. Speaking in Symbols, Deciphering Gravestone Iconography. Gravestones are more than just markers of a life past. They are canvases for a rich language of symbolism. These symbols, often deeply rooted in religious beliefs, cultural traditions, or personal sentiments, provide insights into the lives and beliefs of those laid to rest beneath them. Deciphering these symbols can be like unlocking a secret code, revealing hidden layers of meaning and emotion. Angels, often depicted with outstretched wings, symbolize guidance, protection, and the transition to the afterlife. Doves, emblems of peace and purity, represent the soul's release from earthly bonds. The anchor, a symbol of hope and steadfastness, reflects the Christian belief in the soul's anchoring in Christ. The broken column signifies a life cut short, while the hourglass represents the passage of time and the inevitability of death. Floral motifs commonly found on gravestones carry layered meanings. Roses symbolize love, beauty, and the fleeting nature of life. Lilies represent purity, innocence, and the resurrection of the soul. Ivy, clinging tenaciously to life, symbolizes immortality and enduring memory.
Section 5. Social spaces of solace and remembrance. Cemeteries are far more than just repositories of the dead. They serve as vital social spaces, offering solace to the grieving and fostering a sense of community among the living. They are places where people gather to mourn their losses, celebrate the lives of loved ones, and find comfort in shared grief. The act of visiting a cemetery can be a deeply personal and cathartic experience. It allows individuals to connect with the memory of loved ones, to reflect on their lives, and to find solace in the tranquility of these sacred grounds. Families often gather at cemeteries to share stories, reminisce about shared moments, and keep the memory of the departed alive through generations. Cemeteries also play a vital role in preserving cultural heritage. They serve as repositories of local history, reflecting the evolution of communities, beliefs, and artistic traditions over time. The styles of monuments, the materials used, and even the inscriptions on tombstones can provide valuable insights into the social, economic, and cultural contexts in which they were created. Section 6. Cemeteries as tourist attractions, a glimpse into history. While the primary purpose of cemeteries is to serve as places of burial and remembrance, many have also become unlikely tourist attractions, drawing visitors from far and wide. These cemeteries, often boasting impressive architecture, historical significance, or captivating stories, offer a unique lens through which to explore the past. Père Lachaise Cemetery in Paris, known for its grand avenues lined with elaborate tombs and monuments, has become a popular destination for its historical and artistic significance. Visitors flock to pay homage at the graves of renowned figures such as Jim Morrison, Oscar Wilde, and Edith Piaf, transforming the cemetery into a pilgrimage site for fans and admirers. Arlington National Cemetery, located near Washington, D.C., stands as a solemn tribute to American military history. The meticulously aligned rows of white headstones, each marking the grave of a fallen service member, serve as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made in the name of freedom. Visitors come to pay their respects, reflect on the cost of liberty, and honor the legacy of those who served their country.
Section 7. Respecting Sacred Grounds, a Legacy for Future Generations. As we wander through the silent avenues of cemeteries, we are reminded of the importance of respect and preservation. These sacred grounds are not merely collections of stones and monuments, but hallowed spaces where the past and present converge. They are places of quiet contemplation, historical reflection, and profound respect for those who came before us. It is our responsibility to ensure that these irreplaceable cultural landscapes are treated with the dignity and reverence they deserve. Vandalism, theft, and neglect pose significant threats to the preservation of these historical treasures. By promoting awareness, supporting preservation efforts, and instilling a sense of respect in future generations, we can ensure that these silent cities continue to whisper their stories for centuries to come. By treating these sacred grounds with respect, we honor not only the dead, but also the enduring power of memory and the importance of preserving our shared human history.